a lot of people, Ricky, know your story, but I think when you're doing something great, the cool thing is you want to just keep spreading it around to people who don't. I've found that the coolest gifts, projects, charities, any type of giving in life usually comes from pain.
Yeah.
So with Rake, random acts of kindness everywhere.
It was supposed to be every day at first, but I thought that was too aggressive.
You did.
So just in case everywhere.
In case you needed a day off.
Some days you don't want to do it every day. But,
right. But so that your purpose now in life came out of pain for you, right? Yeah.
And like you just said, to kind of go backwards, everyone's going through something. Every single person. You're going through something. Every single person. So you never know what people are going through. And for me, I was hit rock bottom. I was kind of trying to find my way after divorce and was in Hollywood and trying to figure out what's the next step and this and that. And no one kind of knew that I was going through. Because I never was one of those people like, woe is me, or I need to borrow $20, or I'm living here, or car got repossessed, or this and that. But it was one of those things like, man, like, this is rough. Life can be rough and relative. Like I still had my health and my family. I could have come back to Cleveland if I wanted to, but for me, it was literally I had $20 left in my name, and I had a bike. My car got repossessed, and a friend convinced me to live on her couch. And I was riding a bike. My bike got stolen from a nightclub, of all places. My dad goes, "Who rides a bike to a nightclub?" I know. I was like, me. My mom would go, "Who steals a bike from a nightclub?" And I go, "The person that stole the bike." And $20 left in my name, and I know, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna give away the last $20 I have. And I bought Little Caesars pizzas. I bought 4 pizzas for $5. Started handing them out to homeless people, and my followers the next day on Twitter and during that time started doing the same thing. And at the end of the day, man, it's like we all have a purpose, and we all have. I tell people, I saw a tweet the day before that said, "When you lose everything, give more." And I go, all right, what does that mean? Like, you see those Twitter philosophers or social media, I'm like, that makes no sense. But what I learned was I still had myself. I still had my brain. I still had the ability to make people laugh. I still had the ability to brighten somebody's day, even having quote unquote nothing.
What moved you? Some might go, what possessed you? But what moved you when you feel like you have nothing? Because I know you're saying as a sidebar, I know I had my health and I had my family, and all those things are true. But when you feel like you lose it all, you don't always recognize the good stuff in your life. So at the moment where you've got nothing, you have $20 to your name. $20 where you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. What moved you to say, I'm going to give the only meal I know I might have for a while away?
I think partially stupidity, partially faith, partially just seeing what happened. I mean, I literally at that point had nothing to lose. When you have nothing to lose, you have nothing to lose. So why not go for it? I mean, I'm in LA. I'm here for a reason. Let's see what happens. And I remember the first person. I'm a comedian first. The first person I actually offered pizza to was a man on the corner, and he told me he was a vegan. And he didn't eat this crap.
You're like, wait a minute. I'm giving you all I have left, and you're telling me you don't want it?
I was like, okay. So Rake would have ended right then and there before we even formalized. And the next person, it was a woman down on her luck, and we ate pizza together. She said, well, you eat with me. We sat down, ate a slice, and we took a selfie, and her name was Gwendolyn, and she was said she's from the Midwest, and we sat and ate pizza. Just two people just talking, and what I learned from that first experience, and mind you, I was always someone that gave back and stuff like that, but it wasn't what I gave her. It wasn't the pizza. It was the conversation. It was me sitting down, talking to her, hanging out with her. That was more to her, and she thanked me for it. She goes, thank you for just talking to me.
The time and listening.
The time of just sharing. So the pizza was the catalyst for us sitting down and talking, but I learned that. Like I said, when everyone's going through something, a lot of times it's not what you're giving a person. It's just a conversation. And I was blessed that sometimes people think I'm funny. I tell people, do you have a joke?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not funny.
No, you don't have to be. I tell people always have 3 jokes.
Oh, okay.
Because that could literally be your act of kindness for the day, is like making somebody giggle, laugh, a joke.
Can you feed me one that I can just repurpose as my own?
Yeah. What does a nosy pepper do?
What does it do?
Get jalapeno business. See, as a mood changer. You have one of those, you throw that out there, the next thing you know, you're having a conversation with somebody that looks like they might be having a bad day. But I tell people I have 3 jokes. Why did Tigger look into the toilet?
Why?
He went to find poo. See? They're bad, but they're instantly...
but they're actually are good.
I'm being for real. Like, we don't do that enough. Even driving now, and we're doing a good job not texting and driving, but I'm looking at people on their phones. Like, people aren't even, like, talking to each other. So we're so disconnected. We're more connected now. This guy here, he's not even...
Right. He could walk right in front of our car and not even know it.
You could actually know that guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. He actually designed a rig shirt for me named Steve.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you're going to have to message him and go, hey, listen, I saw you with your nose in your phone.
Your nose in your phone. But that's it, man. Like, even a random act of kindness, just popping out and just doing something. You never know what people are going through. And those are, like, the things that I always tell people. I didn't start Rake to help people. I started Rake to motivate and inspire people to help people. Or things.
Do you find... You said originally you wanted to make it random acts of kindness every day, and then you thought that might be a little too much. Do you do an act of kindness every day, or do you have days where you're like, I'm not feeling it today?
Both. But you know what's funny is the days I'm not feeling it are the days that I do them. It literally makes me feel better, and not for selfish reasons, but it makes me go, okay, I'm having a bad day, but I just literally made somebody else feel good, and it made me feel good. It's almost like a
it's a natural high.
It's a natural high.
Right?
It's a natural high. So it's like the days I really I'm like, I don't want to do this, or this isn't going well, or this, I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go do it. Even forced. There'll be like a lot of times we do this thing #lunchbag here in Cleveland where we serve about 2,000 homeless people a month, and I'll be honest with you, 4 years, coming 4 years, that's every Sunday or once a month, but I never want to wake up. Like, I never want to. And I'm like, people don't know that. People, the thing that I like about Rake, let me back up, is I like to show people I'm real.
Yeah.
And I like to be transparent about it. Like, I don't want to get up and make lunches today. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And then I get into it, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I did. But no, I'm human, man. I'm more human. It actually scares me sometimes. These people are just always jolly, always happy. Like, you have to have real moments. You have to have a situation where you're like, you know what? I'm not feeling today. Like, I do a thing where I say no 2 bad days in a row. You get that one bad day out, and then you start early the next day. And I always tell people, simplify. Simplify. So whatever it is you like, it could be ice cream, it could be a song, it could be, literally mine is water. Like, just to go sit on the lake for maybe an hour and just balance. But you find that thing you like and just do it. And it sounds dumb and simple, but we don't do it enough.
Has anybody ever done a random act of kindness for you?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Since you started doing Rake, or was it something that happened before?
It happened before,
you got a lot of attention from
happened before, but like, we went to Houston. We took 2 semi trucks to Houston to help out with the hurricane relief, and we're at a restaurant, and the waitress comes over and goes, "Your bill was paid for." They goes, "A Rake?" She didn't know what else. She goes, "A supporter or somebody called and took care of the bill." But no, I'm blessed more than anybody could imagine, and it I always tell people, it's so motivating, inspiring, because at the end of the day, it's a 501c3 and I am the face of it. But it's just good to know that, you know, people are inspired and motivated by my actions. And when I first started, I'll be honest with you, I used to get, not a lot, but people, oh, is this guy doing it for show? Or is this guy doing it because he wants notoriety and, you know, this or that? But I had a good friend, TJ Lavin, who's an MTV biker, and he's on Road Rules and a bunch of other TV shows. He goes, I have all these followers. Why should I do it? I go, do a good deed and post it. See what happens. Yeah. He goes, all right, I'm going to do it. He's very like skeptical. He's like, I'm going to do it. And he did it, and then the next day, all of his followers started doing it. And he maybe got 5 or 6 people going, oh, it'd be so much cooler if you didn't post it. But I go, you know what? I learned when we were raised, well, I was in 1920s because I'm old as dirt. But when I was raised, when you do good, you don't post it. You just don't talk about it, you do it. But that was before Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Look at me, selfies. Like, our whole society's kind of changed, so why not change with it? And so, like yourself, I go speak to a lot of kids at schools, and I tell them, instead of taking 20 selfies, take 19 and make one of those selfies, you're doing good.
Right.
If it inspires and motivates people, so be it. You might get somebody, a hater, and saying, oh, you know, you didn't have to post it. But Facebook, people post stuff all day. I just saw a lady post about her dog's poop and put a photo of it. Like,
who wants to see that?
Yeah, who wants to see that?
No one.
She thought she had a lot.
Or pictures of people in the hospital. You don't really want to see that either.
No, you don't. So it's like if you wake up today and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go and buy cupcakes for strangers, and if it motivates, inspires somebody, or it makes them feel good, then go do it.